Monday morning started bright and early because I had an occupational health appointment booked in for 8:20 a.m. So I had to rush out the flat super early to catch the bus. I've just got to the hospital for my occupational health appointment, which the email says was at 8:20 a.m. I get to the reception and the lady's like, your appointment isn't till 1:20 in the afternoon today. Looked at the email, the header of the email says 8:20 a.m, but if you open the email, it says 1:20. I basically had to rebook the appointment because I've got my GP placement this afternoon. So I've got up at the crack of dawn to come to the hospital for no reason. This also means that I've missed my 9 a.m. because my 9 a.m. was on campus, so I had to miss it for this appointment. Guys, this is such a bad start to the week. Okay, it's fine. I'm gonna see this as a good thing. I'm up and about. I'm gonna go get a coffee from M&S and I'm gonna go to the hospital library and just work there. At the library, I got comfortable and started on the lectures that were going on live on campus. We've actually just started our brand new 4-week gastrointestinal module, so this month all the lectures are themed around the GI system. On this particular morning, we had some anatomy lectures, followed by some physiology lectures on digestion and absorption. After my lectures, I decided to consolidate the learning by tackling some practice questions, which actually brings me nicely on to introduce today's video sponsor, Quesmed. Quesmed, in case you haven't heard of them, is basically a massive question bank that combines single best answer cues, flashcards with spaced repetition, kind of similar to Anki, as well as providing detailed notes and even mock exams. This semester, I'm actually trying to shake up my study routine a bit, so throughout the week, I'll show you how I've been using Quesmed and I'll kind of point out features that I'm finding more useful as a preclinical med student. I will leave the link to their website in my description, but make sure to keep watching this vlog just to see how I've been incorporating Quesmed into my weekly routine. Before lunch, I had to run across the hospital to meet up with my third year project supervisor for a coffee and to finalise the plans for our project proposal. I'll explain a bit closer to the time how it's all going to work, but essentially the first half of third year at Southampton is spent doing a dissertation-y style research project. From the hospital, I headed back to campus to browse the fruit and veg market. I never normally buy anything, but it's always nice to look. And then grab some lunch from my favourite cafe on campus, the Plant Pot. It does like vegan and veggie food in kind of a Subway style where you can build your own lunch, salady thing. After lunch, I ran to meet my GP placement group to get the taxi to Poole. We're just waiting for our taxi. Oh, there he is! We are on our way to our GP placement in Poole. And the journey is nearly an hour, so I thought now would be a good time to have a go at using the Quesmed app, and I'm going to test Jemima and Fred. What topic would you like me to test you on first?
I reckon GI.
Yeah,
we're doing that at the moment. I reckon
we are on GI at the moment, so that does make sense. Okay. Which of the following stimulates the gastric phase of secretion? Is it?
Oh, it could be that. No, it's gastric.
So
No,
it's stretching.
We're going for stretching.
I'm going to click the answer. Show answer. Yeah. Well done!
Yeah,
67% of people get that right.
Ah.
As you can see, we're having a great time going through the Quesmed questions in the taxi. They were quite challenging because obviously we are only kind of halfway through our GI module, so some of the content we haven't learnt yet. One good feature of the app is it is available offline, so we were able to do the questions without any Wi-Fi, and honestly it made the journey go a lot quicker than normal. Well done, guys!
What did we get?
We got 6 out of 10.
That's not bad.
It's not bad, that's a pass. So we finished the questions, we got 6 out of 10, and we've decided that because we're only halfway through GI, that isn't actually a bad score at all. It just gives you some concepts that you need to review, and then it shows you what you answered correctly as well, so that is good for when you want to plan your revision. Our GP was running a bit late when we arrived at the practice, so obviously we use this downtime to be productive. E.
Yeah.
Was it medical? Is it medical?
It's medical, yeah. The word isn't medical though, because there's an S in it, driver.
I know the word's not medical, also I don't really actually match up.
R?
Yeah.
Is it mesentery?
It is mesentery!
Yeah!
Oh.
That does that count?
Duodenum.
Duodenum. Fred, did you get that?
Yeah, he did. Right. I feel like you found your game, you know?
In this particular GP session, we were actually learning the basics for abdominal examination, talking through common GI conditions and presentations, and even got to examine a real patient who had a hernia. GP is always a very full-on afternoon, but definitely one of my fave parts of the week. I'm back from a very long day at my GP placement. It was a very good session though. I'm starting to feel like I might actually pass the OSCEs that we have in May. So that's good. It is actually Valentine's Day today. So Jack and I are going out for dinner this evening. We're going to Turtle Bay for some cocktails and Valentine's Day dinner. So that's exciting. But before we can get excited, we actually have to deep clean the flat because our landlords are doing a flat inspection tomorrow, and our landlords aren't exactly the same as student landlords. They're really like picky, not very glamorous, but we are just currently deep cleaning the flat. So I'll probably see you again when I look a little bit less frazzled, hopefully. No, you can't eat them now, you'll ruin your appetite for dinner.
Right.
What? How many? Don't look at the calories. Oh, is that for me? Stop it. It didn't record, but Jack got me some Vivienne Westwood earrings that match my favourite necklace. I wasn't even expecting a present.
Right.
You have to crouch down to fit in the shop. We have had a very big nightmare. We went to Turtle Bay for our booking. We sat down and the waitress was like, oh, the fuse is blown in the kitchen.
The thing is, she said the kitchen's gone down.
Yeah, she just said,
there's a few things we can't
there's
do.
a few things we can't do, and she, no joke, crossed out 3/4 of the menu. And I'm doing vegetarian February, so I could literally eat one thing on the menu. Sat there like, oh, let's just make the best of it. And then I was just like, no. And I didn't want to be a diva, but we were really nice. We just said to the waitress, we're really sorry, but there's just not enough options for us and for me because I'm veggie. So we're really sorry, but we're gonna have to go. You can give our table away. And to be fair, the staff are very understanding. Now we're walking into town because we need food and it's nearly 9 o'clock. We have definitely taken the gamble because obviously it's Valentine's Day, but we decided it was worth the risk. What garlic bread is that?
It's mozzarella and balsamic lemon.
Oh, that looks good. Am I allowed a bit?
You have to give me energy.
Yeah. We managed to get a last minute table at Zizi's and ended up having a lovely 3-course meal. Obviously we both got pizza and I couldn't resist tiramisu for dessert. Now, one thing I found studying medicine is that it's very exam heavy and you don't really have any midterm coursework deadlines, but this week was unusual because we actually had an essay deadline for the first time since first year. During my biology degree, I became an expert at writing lab reports and essays the night before the deadline, so this 1,000 word critical appraisal I'd left until the day before it was due didn't faze me one bit. I got myself sufficiently caffeinated and cozy in the library and smashed out the 1,000 words in just under a couple of hours. If you look close enough, you might even be able to see the smoke coming off my keyboard. Full transparency though, I did already plan the critical appraisal the week before, so really I was just typing up my plan, which defo helped me get it done faster. Once I'd submitted the appraisal, I moved location to the Bridge, which is basically another cafe on campus, and I got some lunch. I also spent some time doing some prep for the pharmacology practical before battling the elements to travel to the practical at the hospital. Oh, I decided not to wear it today because I was worried people would judge me.
Oh, for wearing it.
Yeah. After the tutorial, I caught the bus into Portswood to get some foodie bits from Sainsbury's and spent a bit of time working in a cafe. I mainly did my Anki flashcards and also tackled some Quesmed cards. You can customise which questions you want to be asked, so I just picked all the topics we've covered in second year. which I won't lie, didn't go very well because apparently I've forgotten the whole of semester 1 already, which obviously is very reassuring. Thursday, I was back on my grand tour of all the cafes in Southampton, this time at my all-time favourite, Muse. I managed to bag one of the comfy chairs, which would later reveal itself to be a rookie mistake because I was far too comfy to be productive. I started off trying to catch up on some of the lectures I'd missed while cramming for that critical appraisal, and then Malika arrived.
Hello everyone.
Oh my god, Malika got pancakes. I'm very jealous. I'm not saying that Malika is a bad influence, but we have just been sat here chatting for about 2 hours now. We had pancakes and coffee. We've had a good old catch up, but not much work has been done so far. But I'm saying now, we're gonna work. Once I'd caught up with most of the lectures I missed, I got on with some Anki flashcards that were due. I mainly focused on GI anatomy. And then I got started on some Quesmed cues on GI anatomy as well. One thing I can definitely be guilty of is shying away from questions that I get wrong and just moving on without trying to fully understand why I didn't get the answer right. But on Quesmed, they give really detailed explanations underneath each answer so you can properly get to the bottom of why you're getting the question wrong. You can also scroll down to the bottom of the page and see all of the information on the topic right there. Today's Quesmed definitely went slightly better than the day before, so I do think consistency is key, and don't be downhearted if at the start you're getting the questions wrong, especially when, you know, you haven't covered all the topics yet. Oh, my hair is very messy. I've just got back from Muse. I've been really rubbish at vlogging today, I feel, but I don't know, I've just forgotten to pick up the camera when I need to. I'm actually working this evening. I've got a shift that starts in an hour. So I am just going to chill now for the rest of the day. I didn't get all my work done, but I'm not going to beat myself up about it. I had a nice catch up with Malika because I've not seen her in a while. I'm just having a quick snack. I'm going to eat dinner at work, but this is my afternoon snack. I'm really enjoying avocado on these like crisp rye bread thingies with some spicy sauce at the moment. I thought it would be good to just have a quick catch up with how I'm finding things. I am definitely struggling at the moment. I think the start of this semester has been really intense. We're well into second year now and there's just a lot going on. I've definitely fallen behind on lectures, but I'm trying really hard not to beat myself up about it. Medicine is hard, it's a difficult degree, and I knew that. I knew it was going to be when I started it. I am feeling the pressure a little bit at the moment. I'm still waiting for my exam results. Don't know when we're gonna get those, but I just feel like I'm struggling at the moment, the most I've ever struggled to balance everything. Even though it is a new semester, a fresh start, I still don't feel like I'm on top of everything. I already feel like I've fallen behind. I just feel like you have to accept that you're not going to be on top of everything, and that's okay. Take it one day at a time, and hopefully we can get to Easter without burning out, but we'll see. Good morning, happy Friday. Storm Eunice has arrived. Oh, my hair. Okay, probably shouldn't have gone outside. So there has been a red weather warning issued for Southampton today because of Storm Eunice, which means that we have been instructed to work from home. Proper throwback to 2020. We got an email late last night from the uni saying that they aren't allowing any lectures in person. All of the facilities on campus are shut. We weren't sure if they were gonna just record the lectures that were meant to happen today or stream them live, and we've just been told that they're going to be live on Blackboard Collaborate this afternoon. Looks like today's going to be an old-fashioned working from home day. So first things first, it's time for some breakfast. I am also going to make myself a coffee, and then we're going to get comfy and get some work done. So the first thing I need to do today is actually get up to date with all my Anki flashcards. I feel like people don't talk about this very often, but the hardest part for me with Anki is actually making the flashcards and staying on top of it. I try to do it straight after the lecture or a few hours after the lecture. This week I've been so busy, I've just fallen behind. I find that they build up really quickly, and if you fall behind on making the flashcards, you could end up spending days catching up. So, first things first, get those written up. We don't talk about Bruno, no. What is capillarization? Why is it bad? The storm is in full swing and my final lectures of the week start in about half an hour. So obviously today's video sponsors are Quesmed, and I've been using them as part of my new study routine this semester, and I wanted to talk you through my favourite features on the website and on the app, because now that I've been using it for a little while, I feel like I've figured out which bits of the website work best for me. Now obviously I'm in my pre-clinical years at med school, so I am definitely finding the anatomy and basic science questions the most helpful. I do think that the clinical questions are a little bit too advanced for me at this point, but obviously moving forward into third year and fourth and fifth year, they will definitely come in handy. So for me with Quesmed, I am really enjoying the way that you get this daily feed that tells you your progress, and you can see exactly where your weaknesses are. Obviously I'm a big fan of Anki, and that definitely won't be going anywhere. I'm keeping Anki as part of my study routine, but I do think with Anki it's harder to figure out where you're struggling because there isn't any kind of dashboard like that, whereas Quesmed, it makes it very clear what your weak topics are, and after each set of questions it tells you what you need to go and revise. When I write my own flashcards, I'm going to try and make them very simple and straightforward. That's just how I like to do it. So I do think having Quesmed as well as Anki and using them both together is going to be how I work for the rest of the term. My Anki flashcards are going to be a bit more sort of personalised, specific to my course, whereas Quesmed is a bit more general. The questions are definitely more exam style, and I do think that is something that is very beneficial because we don't get many past papers at our uni. I don't know how you guys find it with your unis, but our uni just don't give us past papers. They also have an entire section for anatomy, which I've been using all week, and I do think my GI anatomy has improved so much since I started using Quesmed. I have also really been enjoying using the Quesmed app. It sends you kind of daily reminders on doing your cards, making sure you've done all the cards that you've got due. I quite like the fact that you can just very quickly set up a personalised quiz depending on what topics you want to go over, and I definitely enjoyed on Monday on the way to our GP placement testing Fred and Jemima, because that was actually really good. Another thing that I've actually found really useful is the Quesbook. On the way back from my GP placement, I actually looked up some of the conditions we saw. So for example, if I search up hernia, because we saw a patient who had a hernia when we were on our GP placement this Monday, it gives you all of this information about the condition. It's really good revision when you're seeing patients and coming away and you want to look up the condition that you saw and kind of just sort of go over what you saw so it sticks in your brain a bit more. That is basically an overview of how I've been using Quesmed this semester. I am definitely going to be keeping it as part of my study routine. Let me know in the comments if you've used Quesmed before and what you think. If you are interested in signing up to Quesmed, I will leave a link to their website below so you can go and have a look at their subscriptions. But yeah, I wanted to say again, thank you so much to Quesmed for sponsoring this video. It has been great to work with them, and I'm really excited to keep using them over the next semester in the run up to my first set of real exams this summer. Ooh. Right, I've got 10 minutes till my lecture starts, so I think it's time for coffee number 2 and maybe a snack? I don't know, am I hungry? I do have 4 hours of lectures, so I do think I probably need a little snack to keep me going.
The afternoon was spent struggling through 3 hours of lectures on irritable bowel disease, including epidemiology, pharmacology, and some case studies. I was feeling pretty tired at the end of the week, and to be honest, all I wanted to do was watch planes landing at Heathrow on Big Jet TV. But finally, around 4:30, I made it to the weekend.
Guys, I'm having a slight emergency. So this weekend, I'm actually going to Brighton for the Brighton versus Southampton Varsity for our medical schools. In the evening, there's a big night out and our theme is Baywatch, and my fancy dress costume hasn't arrived because Royal Mail all got cancelled and delayed today. So I'm actually gonna have to go to town now. I think I need to go do an emergency trip to Primark. I've just checked, they've removed the red warning for the storm and all the buses are running again. So I should be okay, but I am panicking slightly because right now I have nothing to wear tomorrow. So yeah, we are gonna have to run to town on a Friday night during rush hour. Here, I'm in Primark. I have found some yellow shorts. I've got a red swimming costume at home. I feel like yellow shorts are gonna look the most lifeguardy. I also found these bigger ones, but I feel like I'm more likely to wear these ones again. And also, found these really cute socks. Not for my outfit, but how cute are these? Loads of nice pastel stuff in Primark at the moment.
After my shopping trip, I had to do a quick change and get some dinner before heading out to a comedy night in town.
You ready for some real comedy, Jack?
Sounds good.
Because you fancy yourself a comedian?
I've never actually seen stand-up live before, but every single act was hilarious and it was an altogether very fun evening.
God, I'm gonna be the new, I think I'm gonna take over your YouTube channel. So basically we're on our way to Brighton for the football match. As you can see, the weather looks beautiful. I don't know how we're gonna play in this, I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to personally, but so many people are gonna get hurt. But I actually can't wait for the night out.
But basically, we're going to Brighton for the Varsity between Southampton and Brighton, which is where all of the sports from the med school play all of the sports from Brighton. I'm not really not explaining that very well. Basically, it's where two unis play all their sports against each other, and we're playing football, obviously. There's a bit of a grudge match going on because we have a rivalry with Brighton, so we want to beat them, obviously. But it is the day after Storm Eunice, and the weather is
I just got a Waze alert.
What's a Waze alert? Oh, like telling you
That storm disruptions ahead.
Oh, great.
Really?
Okay. Traffic is really bad.
Waze is taking me some really weird way.
So far it's not going very well. I'm kind of low-key hoping the match gets cancelled and we can just go for the night out. So this evening we're doing like a bar crawl and our theme is Baywatch. So yeah, I'm excited, but hopefully we don't actually have to play in this weather. Stay tuned to see if we actually ever get to Brighton. I don't know. At this point, I'm not sure.
Left back, we've got Sophie R. Then we'll have me and Hafsa centre back, and then Ison right back. Then in midfield we'll have.
Excited?
I'm so excited.
Buzzing, absolutely. This is the best.
Unfortunately, my wishes didn't come true and we still had to play the match, even in high-speed winds and rain, which, to be honest, was not a vibe. Although I only ended up playing the first half, and once I was watching on the sidelines, I was so much colder, and I actually think I would have preferred if I got to play the entire match in the end. The boys' football team, aka the Roosters, arrived to lift the mood.
Hey, you! Don't make it sad!
And we managed to beat Brighton 1-0. In my opinion, I think it should have been 2-0. Apparently, this penalty didn't go in, but you can make up your own mind with this VAR footage.
Got some very cold swallows. It's a film. This is whatever you want. I'm vlogging. Yes, oh my god. We can have a good night tonight. Let's go. Jemima, do you mind if I just speak to you for a second?
Yes, okay, go ahead.
How did the match go? How did you find it?
It was amazing. We won, obviously, so.
Give me some post-match analysis.
We won.
Good.
We are the best team.
Yeah.
southeast. Yeah. It's very cold. Yeah. We battled harsh weather conditions, but overall we came out on top thanks to Sadie in the pink jacket.
Sadie, our goal scorer.
And Madal.
Hey! So this is where we're staying. Some of the Brighton students have put us up, but it's so much nicer than I was expecting. Just doing a room tour. Hey guys. So this is where we're all sleeping tonight. I think it looks cozy, you know? Yeah. That evening, we headed out with all the other sports teams in Brighton to celebrate and drink very responsibly. Hope you guys enjoyed seeing another week in my life. Don't forget to like if you did and subscribe for more vlogs. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!